Right, hello everyone again. I am just giving you an update on the shuttle. I've had a bit of progress over the last few hours today, and it seems to be I've managed to get sort of into an orbit, but not quite. As you can see, that's about my best attempt so far, but it hasn't got enough power. I've had a complete redesign of how it works, and also taken on board some of the comments from the forums. I've rebuilt the shuttle, but I've also found out some other things that might be useful. It seems to go a bit further now. Right, I'll show you what I've done in the terms of redesign. I've got a few other models here that I've been playing about with, but this is my first one. If it'll load up. Right, let's turn this around so we can have a better look at it. Right, so as you can see, the main shuttle body, I've replaced the solid rocket boosters, like someone suggested on the forums, with these smaller fuel cells. They actually work out, I think it's 0.75 weight lighter than what the three solid rocket boosters do there, and also I've put on the smaller ones. They seem to provide enough thrust to keep it upright, and they're fed via the main tank. The two top ones are fed via the main tank from takeoff, with this bottom one dormant until we get further up in the atmosphere, and then throttle this main one down just before it runs out of fuel, eject that, and then I shall repower the stage for this one, and then fire the rockets back up, and that'll be this stage going. I've also this fuel tank here. Someone else said on the forums about the fact that the fuel tank's empty, and they lose weight, which I've found to be true. Without this, it will do exactly the same thing as what happened before. Same with the solid rocket boosters. Even with changing these over, without this, it will still do exactly the same thing, flip over backwards. I did connect this in hoping to get a bit more range on it, but as soon as this one empties first, the same things occur. So that's not actually connected, that's just a counterbalance for the rocket. Right, let's click this back round, and hopefully I'll show you how I've been able to get 4 times the distance on it now, pretty much, than what I used to top out about 4,000 meters, but now it tops out a lot higher and stays stable for longer. So I am making some progress with it. Just got to keep an eye on when this bottom fuel tank drains. When it's got just under half left, start decelerating, otherwise it will start to flip higher up. Flipping isn't too much of a problem as long as you decelerate, and then it will stabilise itself out, which makes me think it's a thrust problem and not actually something technically built wrong. But anyway, here we go. As you can see, lovely and stable still. I have the other thing I have done, I've changed. I haven't put an SAS module on the shuttle now. I've actually put it on the main rocket, although, like I say, that backflipping thing's still an issue no matter whether that SAS module is placed on there or placed on the shuttle. I did have a thought of maybe duplicating the shuttle and placing it on the other side, because that'll be instantaneously a counterbalance, but then I thought that's going to make it heavier, and then it won't be able to get into orbit quick enough. It won't be able to get into the atmosphere quick enough, which is something else I experimented with one of my other builds. I put 2 extra rockets on the sides of the main tank, counterbalanced it with an extra small tank, and that seemed to have an effect as well. But I was having trouble running the fuel feeds from the other 4 small ones, or the 2 rockets on the side that I had, and it just wasn't happening. They'd run out, and then then it would start flipping, or be vice versa. The middle one would run out and just leave the 2 side ones going. So I didn't know how to get through that. So I just went back to my original model again. Right, what fuel tank are we on? Right, we are on the last fuel tank now, so I've got to be ready for when it starts to flip. See, right, it's going now. So we throttle down a tiny bit just to level it out again. So it's going again, so we throttle all the way down now. And that should straighten itself back out. But you notice we're losing speed now. So I'm going to try and keep it as level as possible until I run out of fuel. Don't want it going too far. This is the hard bit. This is definitely the hard bit. It's one part of the hard bit. The other hard bit is keeping the shuttle straight once it comes off. But we're almost there. Right, so we've run out of fuel. Eject that core. Now we've got to try and get the speed up. Try and hold it there. Notice we're losing height now though, which is definitely a problem. So I'm just going to put it in an upright position and hope I can burn upwards again. In the hope that I'll be able to gain some more altitude. So I was accelerating, but it was still not going up. It's a hell of a problem. But I feel like I've definitely made a bit of progress since the last video. I couldn't even dream of getting this high. This is like being stuck in between a rock and a hard place at the moment, because I'm fighting the gravity and I think I'm still fighting the atmosphere, and these little 3 rockets just haven't got enough power. But the trouble is, if you swap them over on this model I've built, it becomes too back heavy again, and then you start having the flipping problem on takeoff. Alright, just gaining height again, which is a good thing. But we haven't got too much fuel left. That seems to be the problem with this. I can get up to a certain height, but I haven't got enough fuel left to continue the burn to 2,300 meters a second, so I can get an orbit. I managed to get up to 100,000 meters last time. This tense. It's definitely a bit. If I can get this to work, it'll be awesome. So counterbalance is very important. Coming up to 700 meters a second now. I don't think we've got a lot of fuel left to play about with. But we're almost out of the atmosphere. I would show you a picture of the map, but this requires constant attention. Otherwise, she starts to go a bit wrong. I'm going to power down for now and have a quick look at the map. We're fast approaching the periapsis, which is currently 129, so I might try and straighten up a bit now and see if I can initialise another burn, but I don't think we have a lot of fuel left. That's empty, that's empty, that's empty. Yeah, we know we've got enough near fuel to complete an orbit, but like I say, it's definitely a lot more progress than what I've had before. Right, try and stop you spinning a bit. And we're out. But getting there, thankfully. Getting there. So I'll say I'll upload this and then I'll put a copy of the ship so you can have a play about with it as well and see what you think. We're definitely making progress. Alright, have fun guys. Bye.